What's up, Titans? In this video, I'm gonna be giving you my top 5 things that I use to help manage my diabetes and fitness together. So let's go. My number 1 right now is my iPhone. All right. So the reason I say iPhone, everybody has an iPhone, but there are some apps and some things that just integrate better with an iPhone than it does with Android. I've noticed this because I used to be a big, and still am, a big Note fan. Now it's called the S20 whatever. They changed the name of it. Still the one with the pen and everything, because I, take down notes and stuff for my other business. But when my doctor would advise me to use certain apps, they wouldn't work well on Android. I don't know about now. Since then, I have switched to iPhone. I forced myself to learn this whole thing. Now I'm all on the iPhone, do everything through an iPhone, mainly because of my diabetes. That's what had me change. Now I just love the whole software, everything. iPhone just works better for me. So a lot of these apps, none of these things that I'm gonna be telling you have paid me for anything. This is just my personal preference, and this is just considered informational purposes. The CGM I use now is the Dexcom. The Dexcom works great with iPhone and with Apple Watch. So on the Apple Watch, you're able to have your little app on there. It'll tell you what your sugar is at all times. All you gotta do is look at your watch. That's great. Me personally, I work in the trucking industry, so I do a lot of driving. And while I'm driving, hands are dirty, gloves on and off, this and that. For you to get a blood sample from your finger, it's almost impossible while you're driving, and especially if you don't have your hands clean. So it's just a simple look at your watch and you have it right there. Plus, you can tap on the icon on the watch. It'll bring up a window of the last hour and you'll have your trend for an hour. It's great. And the number 2 thing that I use to help me with my diabetes and fitness. First, you have to know that keeping your numbers in check is by far the most important thing for your health and for fitness. If your numbers are out of whack, it's gonna be so much harder for you to reach them gains and get them gains and reach your goals. So there is a device called the InPen. With the InPen, your doctor will put in your therapy settings, your insulin to carb ratio into an app, all right? And you would put in your glucose number into that app at that time when you're checking and getting ready to dose. You would put in your glucose number, and then you put in however many carbs for that meal you're gonna be consuming. So this app is gonna do all the math for you based on your therapy settings. So then you would take the InPen that has your insulin inside of it, adjust it to whatever the app told you to take. You take it, and it does all the logging for you. This way, you could send all of this information to your doctor from the app. They're always aware of how you're dosing and what you've been eating and all of that stuff. Works great. It was a game changer for me. Could be a game changer for you. Check it out, InPen. Which leads me to number 3. I use Macrostax. Again, disclaimer, none of these things are paying me in any way to do this. I always told you that I will give you the best knowledge I have, so this is what has worked for me. I use Macrostax. Macrostax is an app that you're able to log in your food intake. So they also give you the option of maintaining your weight, losing weight, putting on muscle. It's all in there in the app. And then it also has recipes and stuff in there for you to follow for your macros, for your diet. And you can log in your meals and it'll give you your carbs for that meal. And I'm talking about all of them. So if you're having, for example, a sandwich, a banana, and whatever else. You would log these things in, everything in there, and it'll give you the carbs for that meal. So you're able to put that input into the InPen app, or whichever one you pick. I'm sure there's other ones. You put that information in there, and then you're able to dose properly for it. I know there's other ones like MyFitnessPal might be another. It is a very popular one. Just for us being diabetics, this is a big game changer, because the insulin to carb ratio is a huge factor, and always knowing what you're going to be consuming is key. And number 4 is a Renpho scale. Renpho scale is great for keeping track of your body mass index, your body fat. Really, body mass index, I don't care for it. I'm tracking my weight and my body fat. So that's it gives you a bunch of other stuff on there. So if you're into knowing all of that stuff, great. It's not what I use, but it's there in case you need it. And number 5 would be a fitness program. Now, there's plenty out there, all right? You could go online and find literally hundreds of them. Now, this is where I'm gonna give you a call to action. This is where I'm gonna ask for you to subscribe to my channel, because what I am bringing to you is catered to us diabetics. All right, I'm putting together a program that's gonna be specifically for us, with bands, dumbbells. It's gonna be low impact. It's gonna focus on our strengths. It'll focus on our weaknesses. You know, we have to watch for our joints and take care of our body mechanics when we are training. Since you have given me your valuable time, and I appreciate it. All my videos are free on the channel. Come through, check it out. If it's something you are interested in, stick around. I'd love to have you. If not, you can always move on. But I'm sure that you will find value in our channel. And we're trying to build a big community here of people that just wanna be able to manage their diabetes the right way and look good. Who doesn't wanna look good, right? And just to leave you with a little motivation, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Think about that. You know, that I'm a man of faith, and anything is possible through him. All right, this verse can be interpreted as a reminder to everybody that anything is possible through him. Make sure you check out one of these videos right here or wherever they put them at. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy, Titans.